You've sealed the gaps, you've set the traps, but then, a few weeks later, you hear it again, that scratching sound in the walls. It is an incredibly frustrating cycle, right? Well, today, we're going to break down the real reason those rats just don't seem to go away for good. It really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? You feel like you've tried absolutely everything, but the problem just persists. So what if the real problem isn't where you've been looking at all? Okay, this right here is the crucial point. Most of the time, infestations return because the real entry point is never actually found. Most control methods focus on the rats you can hear, the symptoms, not the hidden highway they're using to get inside. It's a simple concept, really, but it changes everything about how you should tackle the problem.
So, here's our roadmap for this explainer. We'll start with what we're calling the revolving door problem. Then, we'll uncover their hidden highways. We'll look at why so many common fixes fail, and then get to the good part, the investigation-led approach that actually leads to a permanent solution.
First up, let's just talk about the stress of it all. I mean, a rat problem isn't just a nuisance. It's a source of genuine anxiety and worry for people. It really disrupts your sense of safety and peace in your own home.
And this quote just gets right to the heart of it. It's that sound in the dead of night that's so incredibly unsettling. You're just trying to sleep, and all you can think about is what's happening right above your head. You see, this isn't just about getting rid of a pest. It's about reclaiming your peace of mind.
So how in the world are they getting in? Let's be clear. Rats don't just magically appear in your attic. They are creatures of habit that follow predictable and often very well-hidden routes. The whole key is finding those routes.
Now, what's really interesting here is just how ordinary these entry points are. We're talking about things that most of us would walk past every single day and never even notice. A small crack in an air brick, a tiny gap where a pipe enters the house. These aren't huge, obvious holes. They're very subtle structural weaknesses.
Now, take a look at this number, 15 millimeters. It doesn't look like much at all, does it? But let me tell you, in the world of pest control, this number is absolutely huge. And here's why. A rat can squeeze its body through a gap the size of a small coin. It's unbelievable. Suddenly, all those tiny, overlooked gaps around your property start to look like wide-open doors, don't they? This is exactly why a detailed, professional inspection is so critical.
This brings us to a really crucial point. Why do so many people get stuck in this cycle? It's because the most common approaches, the things you try first, are fundamentally flawed. They're focusing on completely the wrong part of the problem. Just look at this comparison. On one side, you have temporary control. That's the mistake, placing traps or poison in the loft. This only treats the symptom, which is the rat you can hear. But on the other side, you have the permanent solution, the real goal, finding and sealing the source of entry. Until you do that, new rats will simply follow the same path as the old ones.
And let's talk specifically about poison because it's the go-to for so many people. The problem is, a poisoned rat can crawl into a wall cavity to die, and that leads to an unbearable smell that can last for weeks. It's also a real risk to your pets and to local wildlife. Plus, with trapping, you get clear, immediate feedback that something has been caught. With poison, you just don't have that.
So if the common fixes don't work, what does? Well, this is where we have to shift from just a reactive approach to a proactive, investigation-led solution. You almost have to think of it like being a detective for your own home.
Now this is the big reveal. For many persistent infestations, the problem isn't at ground level at all, it's underground. Rats are excellent swimmers, and they absolutely thrive in sewer systems. A small crack or a defect in a drain pipe is literally a superhighway directly into the hidden voids of your home.
And this is how professionals uncover it. It's a methodical process. It starts with a full inspection, of course, but the real game changer is often the CCTV drain survey. A camera is sent right down into the pipes to find the exact break they're using. Once that's found, then you can strategically trap and, most importantly, permanently seal that entry point. After that, it's just about monitoring to make sure the problem is actually solved, not just taking a break.
This all leads to the final and most important shift in your mindset. See, the goal isn't just to get rid of the rats you have now. It's to make absolutely sure no new ones can ever get in again. So, the crucial point to take away from all this is simple. Focus on the holes, not the rats. By shifting your perspective from just removal to prevention and proofing, you break the cycle for good. You solve the problem at its source. And that leaves us with one final question to think about. After everything we've just covered, from those tiny gaps around pipes to hidden breaks deep down in your drains, do you really know where your home's weakest link might be?